The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, here's SGA. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second, when it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfless. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too. Well, on that play, Ivy with the quick first.
Punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Driving in, and slam dunk by Ivy.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Back to Nesmith. Here's Jackson. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Barnes. They kick it out to Green. Over Nesmith. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Outside, Green. 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
And here's Green outside. Again, the miss by Green. Here's SGA. With the fadeaway. Jackson misses. And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Green. Now here's Ivy. Thompson with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here is Nesmith. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Green. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air, makes it very difficult to contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on. and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Portland trailing here. Now Neesmith. Pass to SGA. And he banks in the layup. SGA's got his second basket of the night.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Ivy. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. Over Neesmith. Green, no luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Inside. And stolen by Mobley. To the middle. And now in transition. Here's Williams. Here we go.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
And here is Neesmith. The wing jumper off target.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Pass to Ivy. Green inside the three-point line. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Green's got his second basket.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Ivy after the Trailblazers pick up 2. SGA with the steal. Here's Thompson driving the lane. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Ivy with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jovic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Green.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Entering the league as a teenager back in 2022, Nikola Jovic has made serious strides and is coming into his own.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And finished off by Sanders.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And it's Williams with the ball for Dallas. They trail by 3. Bounce pass from Williams. To end the run. And he lays it up and in.
another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. To the inside. Sanders with the steal. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Outside Williams. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And here's Barnes for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
The kick out to Williams. Puts one up from 19. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Here is Sanders. Pass to Sensabaugh. No good on the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Barnes. And Sanders pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Nixon. Rebound by Williams. Outside Williams. To the paint. Lets it go. Nobody near Barnes. The shot, no good. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low. Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Different look now for Portland. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
an expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys?
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Lets it go from deep. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
We've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
Shot to stop the run. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Jovic. Now here's Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Mobley inside. Okoro with it. Still without a basket. Here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Forcing the action down low. Green earning a trip to the stripe.
The Mavericks have been unsuccessful at the line so far. 0 of 3 and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now. Portland leading. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Nesmith. From outside, off the mark. Now Ivy. Out to the right wing. All sorts of time. 2 points. That one goes. And Portland with the ball. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And here is Nesmith. Spins. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Nesmith. Great D that time from Green.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
No good there off the double clutch.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Jackson, that's good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Barnes. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Trailblazers leading by 3. Back to Nesmith. Knocks down the 3 ball. Nesmith has got 5.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
12 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Mavericks trailed by 5. Ivy with it. Pass to Green. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Barnes. Gilgeous. Alexander with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Portland. And here's Jackson. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Williams. Back to Ivy. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Over SGA. The shot by Ivy, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. And stolen by Ivy. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this is isn't what they had in mind.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Inside. And he takes fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Thompson. Here he goes.
So fast of foot on the run. I see her tough to catch.
Mavericks trailed by 9. Outside Williams. Green inside the three-point line. And it falls over the rim and in. Green's got 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now, here's SGA. He's got 14. Pass to Jovic. Here's Nesmith. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Ivy. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had rough shooting.
Back to Barnes. They get it back. On the wing, Barnes. Another shot. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jovic. Jackson trying to break free. And Jovic gets it to go. He's got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 9-point game. Pass to Mobley. Mobley double teamed. Here's Spencer. Sinks the three-pointer. Spencer's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Back to Nesmith. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Nesmith has got 7 points in the game.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Mobley. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Trailblazers leading by 8. What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Back to Neesmith. They set the pick. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Neesmith has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland. And it's Williams with the ball for Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Pass to Mobo. Here's Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. That one doesn't go. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now Neesmith. He's got 10. From the arc. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Spencer. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Nixon. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Robert Williams.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trailed by 11. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Back to Ivy. And the wide open shot from Green. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. "16 seconds left to play in the third."
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game.
Here's SGA. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers lead by 13.
47.
We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 13. SGA on the drive.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. And no good that time.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Williams. From 6 feet, uses the glass to drop it in.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Finney Smith can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 11. And here's Ivy. Lets the three fly. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Back to Green. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Ivy. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams making some changes here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Sanders with the steal. Portland moving the ball around. And that one goes long. Mavericks trailed by 7. Pass to Barnes. Sweet move. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the fourth. Barnes with it. And it's Barnes snagging it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Here's Nixon. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
On the wing, Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Now here's Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
The Trailblazers with the lead. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Green. Can't tie it up as that one goes astray. Now Jackson. Oh, the slam dunk.
How about those points from Jackson? Big time.
Now Green. Now Barnes. Takes the three. Not that time. It won't go.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Thompson. Cleared away by Ivy. Mavericks trailed by 4. Now Green. One deep. Knocks down the three.
No fear in the eyes of Green. Willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
Thompson outside. And there's the try. Hands off. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Now Ivy. Green outside. It's Ivy. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes hits down the rebound. Now Mobley. Ivy with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Outside Mobley. Jalen Green. He drills the three.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Puts up the three. Knocks down the three.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Barnes down low. SGA pulls it down. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Ivy with it. Here's Green. Lets it go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the run.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And the Mavericks call time here. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Green. The three doesn't go. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,